What about now, y'all? What about now? Does it sound good? No audio? Still no audio? World Fight fans, thank you, man. Okay, Eddie Kane, we good. Okay, Garrison Lewis, I'm sorry about that, y'all. I got to apologize to my people. Man, I got to give a shout out to my man just sent me a super chat. World Fight fans, thank you. Sean G, the scholar, thank you. Hey, World Fight fans, do me a favor, man. Thank you very much. Come over to the main podcast on the main channel. The podcast was so. Thank you for that $29 super chat, that $19 super chat, man. Thank you. But I'm going to get into it, man. And I'm basically just going to tell you guys a story. And first off, right off the bat, don't you never, ever allow yourself to be fooled into thinking that this life that we're living is not one of competition. Every day you wake up and you go to your job at McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, and you on the fry station, there's somebody that's putting in an application that's telling the manager that they can fry French fries better than you. They can drop the fries better than you. They can take the fries out of the grease better than you and put the salt on the fries better than you. They can get the French fry orders up to the cash register faster than you. They want your job. It's competition. Alex Solis with the super chat over here on the big channel. Thank you, man. New to the channel. See you rep my hometown, Patterson, New Jersey often. Salute, King. Salute to you, Alex. Alex, come over to the podcast with Soul, man. Click on that link underneath this video, underneath that video, and come over to the podcast with Soul. You got a girl, you got a wife, you got a fiance. It's competition all day, every day, even when you're not around. Even when you're not around. It's always some dude shooting at her, always, all day, especially if she look like something. But there's got to be something special about you that makes her stay loyal to you. I'm not talking about not giving away the kitty cat. That's a whole nother podcast. That's a whole nother episode. I'm talking about staying loyal to you. But I'm not going to go into the weeds on that. But don't let nobody never make you believe that this world we living in ain't no world of competition, because it is. Look at your job. You see some people on your job that you better than, that you perform your job better than. You may be reporting to a manager or to a supervisor, and you look at them and say, man, I'm better. I can do their job better than them, but they making more money than me, and they're in a position of authority over me. But in the back of your mind, you telling yourself, I'm better than them. That's competition. Don't let them fool you. Fool them, devil. With that shit they told us in elementary school, they told me, Sean, just go out there and play. It don't matter if you win or lose. It's only how you played the game. fuck out of here with that bullshit. I remember they had a thing in the gym at the Clifton Boys Club in the 1970s and 80s. I'm going to try to recall it off the top of the dome. That whether it was done intentionally or not, it can take away the fighter spirit out of your heart and your mind. And this is how it went. When the great scorer comes to judge against your name, it doesn't matter if you win or lose, but it's how you played the game. And that was on the wall in the gym underneath the scoreboard for us to see every day. And there is some truth to that. It's how you play the game. It's true. But it does matter if you win or lose. Yes, it do. Which one feel better? Winning or losing? Yeah, I thought so. My man Corey sponsored the topic for today. Shout out to all my Patreon subscribers, man. I'm up to 120 patrons, man. Shout out to Sean G. Shout out to Sean G. We got to get it to 130. He bought the $55 annual membership, and when you do that, you can sponsor a topic. I got another. I want to also give a shout out to my man in Germany. And then I'm going to take off on this topic, y'all. Y'all hang with me. I want to give a shout out to Marius, man, over in Rhineland, Palatinate, Germany. Bought both my books. And I'm going to do a topic for him. I sent him an email. He's going to get back to me. He says, "Dear Mr. Gunby, you do not know me, but I am very fortunate that I have found your YouTube channel. Your daily videos really motivate me to become a better man and a better calisthenics athlete. I am at the beginning of my 20s, and your tips and advices really help me to strive for a better lifestyle and therefore become a more fulfilled individual. I cannot wait to read your story. Please keep up the good work. You deserve way more followers. Your content does matter a lot, at least for me. I wish you all the best in these difficult times. Yours sincerely from Germany, Marius B." Man, shout out to Marius B, man. Shout out to Marius B. All the way from Germany, bought both my books. Supporting the platform. Marius, what's up to you? Yo, Gil, I saw your super chat. Thank you for the super chat, man. In fact, someone will always want what you got, no cap. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, Gil. Listen, if you guys on my Podcast with Soul channel, if you want to, I'm not at the status where I could get super chat yet. My page is not monetized yet. But if you want to make a donation to the platform, you could do it through my Cash App or my PayPal. I got my Cash App open, so if you do send the Cash App, I will be able to see what it is, and I will acknowledge you. Killer super competitive mindset. I'm a very competitive person. I'm very, very competitive. I'm competitive. I want to win every time. At the smallest things, shooting marbles, throwing snowballs at buses, playing chess, weightlifting, wiffle ball, stick ball, whatever. I want to win. I like winning. It feels better than you losing. Corey says, talk about the mindset going into a competition against the best. For example, let's say I have a baseball game coming up against the top team. What mindset or approach will help me bring out my inner line and allow me to rise to the occasion. When I was in prison, when I was in federal prison, FCI Morgantown, from October 2014 to January 2016, this is a true story, what I'm getting ready to tell y'all. This is a true story. I used to work out with my man, Mr. Me and Mr. used to work out every Sunday. We did chest every Sunday. Bench press, incline press, dips. And just with me and him, or whoever came to work out with us, it was super competitive. We talk shit. And every Sunday when you went out there for that hour that we had that bench, it was no playing. There was no joking. When you went in the weight pit, period, at Morgantown, or you went in rec and niggas was working out, or if they was working out in the weight pit, and when I say niggas, I'm talking about everybody, because you had the white boys that worked out, they had their own time. You had the Puerto Ricans from Puerto Rico, they had their own time. Detroit had their time. Cleveland had their time. Atlanta had their time. New York, New Jersey had their time. DC had their time. You know, everybody had their time when you had the incline or the squat rack or whatever the case may be. And it was no playing in the weight pit, because it was a limited amount of time. There was a limited amount of weights. And that was really the only thing a nigga could do to take the stress and the pressure off of his situation. And when I speak about niggas, the Asians, dude, they had their time. When I say niggas, I mean men, talking about everybody. I'm not talking about race, ethnicity, or, you know, I'm not being specific. I'm talking about dudes. When I say niggas, I mean dudes. And I remember one day, we wasn't even working out. I just happened to walk down. I think Mr. might have told me, man. But anyway, I walked down by the weight pit. Mr. was out there. And it was a couple of dudes out there. Mr. was from Missouri. I was from Jersey. We worked out together. We lived in Girard Unit together. We lived back there in B-Wing together. That was my man. I still talk to him to this day. He's doing good, getting ready to buy himself a house. And I walked down to the weight pit, and a nigga from New York was there, a nigga from DC, Pittsburgh. I think he might have been from Pittsburgh. And they was like getting at him, like verbally, not nothing physical, not nothing. We was all cool. It was cool. It was just niggas out there just talking shit, right? And, you know, it wasn't like getting ready to be violent and nothing like that. It was no altercation. It was just about these weights, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody bragged about what they could do in the weight pit, or what they could do on burpees, or what they could do on basketball court or on the softball field. It was always on the chessboard. So I walked down there, and they was out there. They was talking to Mr. And I got to fix that, Alex. And, you know, they was talking shit to him all about the weights, this and that. And I walked down there, and they knew that me and him worked out. And one of the dudes, the nigga from Pittsburgh, somehow my max came up. Like, what you max on the bench, you know? And, you know, I was like 315, you know. And somehow it got to the point, I don't remember how it went, but it got to the point to where I think he got under, being I said 315, he said, I'll do 325 right now. So we said, nigga, go ahead, set it up. So he put the 325 on the flat bench, got underneath it, and missed it, right? So when he missed it, we started getting on him, talking shit to him. And then I somehow, they was getting at me. And I said, nigga, I'll rep 325. I had never repped it before in my life. I had never rep 325 before in my life. I had rep 315. I had hit 315 for 2, but I had never hit 325 for 2. And I jumped out there and I said, nigga, man, I'll rep that shit. I'll rep 325. I had never done it before. And they jumped on it. All right, nigga, bet. When you gonna do it? I said, I'm gonna do it Sunday. This was probably Sunday evening. I said, I'll do it next Sunday. When me and Mr. come out and do chess. And once I said it, I was locked in. I had to do what I said. It wasn't no, backing out later on like, oh no, I didn't mean that, man. I was just joking. I was just playing. It wasn't going to be that with me, because then that shows that I quit, right? That I say shit out my mouth that I can't really do, or that I won't even try to do. So I wasn't going to let that happen. What I said, I was going to do, at least try to do, right? So Monday came, that whole week, every time the niggas who we was talking shit with, every time they saw me on the compound, they would try to get in my brain, yeah, nigga, you gonna miss that 325. That 325 gonna choke you out. Sunday is gonna choke you out. You ain't gonna hit it. And the buzz spread around the prison, right? Amongst all the units. Alex, Bates, Randolph, Bird, all of the units, about Sean gonna rep this 325 on Sunday. And I had never, ever done it before. And I had went a few months prior to that. I was trying to rep 315 and I missed it 2 times. Trying to rep 315, I missed it 2 times. And then I eventually hit it. 315 for 2. I eventually repped it. Every time I would miss it on that Sunday, the next Sunday would come, I'd say, put it back on there. Let me try it again. Tried it, failed. I think I might have missed it 3 times and hit it on the 4th time. Went the whole week analyzing what I was doing wrong, training the whole week, went out there the following Sunday, missed it again. Finally, on the 4th time, I finally hit it. So I knew in my mind that I could do 315 for 2. And now I had to do 325 for 2, something I had never done. And then having the knowledge that I had missed 315 for 2 3 times. So that whole week, them niggas was talking shit to me, man. Sean, you gonna miss that shit. That shit gonna choke you out. That 325 gonna choke you out. You can't hit it. You can't do it. And even dudes in passing, like, yo, Sean, heard you gonna do 320. You know, it got around, right? So what I did that whole week, I didn't allow nothing what nobody was saying. I didn't allow nothing what nobody was saying. Not even if dudes was saying, Sean, you could do it, or whether they were saying, nigga, you can't do it. Whatever anybody had to say, I didn't listen to none of it. I blocked it out. And what I did, Corey, was I went back to the reference point to the day I hit the 315 for 2. And I mentally remember, I said to myself, I said, Sean, nigga, you could definitely hit 315 for 2. You done did it. You can hit 315 for 2 because you done already did it. And then I went further. And this is what I talk to y'all about all the time, about the power of visualization and the power of matching up your dome with your heart. But the visualization, I went further. And I said, Sean, 325 ain't nothing but 5 more pounds on each side. You got the 3 Cadillacs, the 3 plates, right? That's 315. And then you got these little potato chip, 5-pound potato chip, 5-pound potato chip. That's what we used to call them, potato chips, because it was only 5 pounds. It was so thin. You put them on, Sean, and that's 325. If you could hit the 315, you could hit the 325. Because them little potato chips ain't nothing. And this is what I was telling myself in my mind. And this is the shit I was seeing in my mind on Monday. This is the shit I was seeing in my mind on Tuesday. I trained chess on Tuesday. Chess was another, I either trained chess that Tuesday or Wednesday. And I was just going for power. I was just going out there to touch the weight. I said, put the 325 on. It might have been Tuesday or Wednesday. Put the 325 on there. Break it for me. All right, one, boop, bring it down, boom. Rack it. I just wanted to see the push, the explosion I had going up. I didn't work out Thursday. I did no more chest or triceps the rest of the week. I said, because when I go out there Sunday, I need everything I got. And man, the closer it got to Sunday, to the day of this bench press competition, man, niggas was talking about it, man. Everywhere I went, yo, Sean, yo, Sean, yo, Sean, yo, Sean. Saturday came, and I got me 2 ramen noodle soups on Saturday because they full of carbohydrates. And carbohydrates is what gives you energy. And I ate me 2 ramen noodle soups on Saturday evening before the 9 o'clock count. And I got to tell y'all, you know, I wasn't sure. And I was all alone. I couldn't back out. My reputation, my name on the line, if I back out, I'm done. Nigga, you said you was going, nigga, you ain't even going, I'm finished. So that wasn't even an option. And I was all by myself. And Sunday morning came, and they was talking. The day was here. At 1 o'clock, because we went to the weight pile at 1 o'clock. At 1 o'clock, 325 was going to be on that flat bench. And I was listening. I had my man Blacks. I had his MP3 player, and I was listening to Run DMC, Can You Rock It Like This? And I was listening to Jeezy, Put On For My City. I just kept playing them two songs back to back. And all week, I got to tell y'all this part. This is a good part. Me and Mr. lived in, we was in Girard unit. We was in the same unit. So every night, Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, you know, we would go in the bathroom. You know, our routine, you know, we would go in the bathroom and brush our teeth after we came back from mainline, you know, before they count time. And we go in the mirror, we just be in there talking shit, brushing our teeth or whatever. And he told me in the middle of the week, he said, yo, Sean, he said, man, nigga, you got it? I said, man, I got it, man. He said, nigga, do you got it? I said, Mr. Man, I got it. I didn't even know if I had it, but I was saying I had it. I didn't even know if I could do it. I had never done it. But I wasn't finna goddamn tell him. I wasn't finna speak into the universe. I wasn't even finna tell myself that I don't know. All I was saying was, man, I got it. He said, nigga, you got it? I said, mister, I got mine. He said, listen, if you hit it, when you hit it, I'm going to take my shirt off and I'm going to peel on them niggas, man. Because he was the one that how the shit got started because they was getting at him while he was down by the weight pit. I went down there and joined up with him and got on his side. And, you know, then it became us. He said, Sean, man, when you hit that shit, I'm going to peel on them niggas, man. And Mr. was ripped, man. He was ripped. And I didn't really believe him, but he just kept every night when we went in there. Hey, nigga. Hey, man, Sunday, man. Don't let that shit fall on you, man. You got it. I said, man, I got mine. He said, man, if you hit that shit, I'm going to peel him. I said, you got yours? I said, don't worry about mine. I got mine. You got yours. You just get yours. I'm going to get mine. And that's all I kept saying all week. Every day to him, man, I got mine. You got yours? Don't worry about mine. I got mine. And Sunday came. 12:30 came. I put my boots on. I put my sweats on. What I did every Sunday before I went down to the weight pit. And as I'm leaving Girard unit, walking down, because you could see the weight pit, because Girard unit was up on the hill. You can walk down, you could see the weight pit. Man, it was a bunch of niggas out there, man, that didn't normally come out there. Niggas from all over the compound, man, was just there watching come from what they heard was going to happen all week. And a lot of them niggas, a lot of them didn't like me, and they came out there to see me fail. They came out there to see a nigga fail. Yes, they did. And I walked down there. I was in a zone, man. I had the music on in my ear. And you had to step into the weight pit. You could have walked around and go in the entrance, or you could step in over the cinder blocks. And I stepped in, and them niggas, man, they started right on me. Nigga, you finna miss that, nigga. It's finna choke you. It's finna... Like all the haters, all the niggas that hated me, man. Because I had some haters. I talk a lot of shit. The same shit I talk on my YouTube video. The same shit I was talking in there. They was coming at me, but I couldn't hear nothing. And I had been saying all week, I got it. And I had been visualizing all week it going up. I had been seeing myself bring it down, put it up, bring it back down, and put it back up. The same way I did that 315 for 2. I had even blocked out the fact that the 5 pounds, the potato chips was even on each side. I didn't even look at that. When I got in the weight pit, I looked at the bench, I checked the weights, 345s on each side. That's all I saw. That's all I saw. That's all I saw. And I warmed up. No. This is what happened. No. The bad information. The bar was empty. I put 145 on each side, 135. I brought that down. I think I hit that. I might have did that like 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4 to get the blood flowing. Then Mr. went. He did his thing. I said, put 185 on there. Put a 25 on each side. 1, 2, 3. Give it to me. My weight. 1, 2. Boom. Racked it. Then Mr. went. Put 225 on there. 2 Cadillacs on each side. 2 45s on each side. 1, 2, 3. Give it to me. My weight. 1. Hit it 1 time and racked it. Mr. went. I said, put the 325 on there. Because I didn't want to spend all my money the way my body works. Some dudes can do a lot of reps and then go up and hit their max. And if they don't do a lot of reps and try to go hit their max, they'll miss it. They're different. I'm the opposite. I choose not to spend a lot of my money in the warm-up. I hit the lightweight, a couple reps. I hit that 135 for like 4. I racked it. 185 for 2, racked it. 225 for 1, racked it. Put the 325 on there. And man, the weight pit was packed, man. Them niggas was standing around there. And I got down there, man. I can remember that shit, man, like it happened yesterday, man. Mr. was giving me my spot. Or it might have been a nigga on one side and a nigga on the other side. And I said, 1, 2, 3. And they got it all for me. I brought it down. Boom! Put it up and brought it right back down. Touched the chest. Because if it don't touch the chest, it don't count. And slowly got it up. It didn't get stuck, but it was a slow push-up. And I hit that motherfucker, man. And I racked it. And I jumped up and started talking shit, man. I told you, motherfuckers, I was going to hit this shit, man. I told you niggas I could do. And I turned around, and Mr. had took his shirt off. He yelling, talking, nigga, what? Nigga, what? Yo, it was crazy scene. It was a crazy scene. And that was a pivot moment and a change in my life. That was a major, major change. That was a major schooling lesson. That was a major, major college course in my life. That the power of the mind is limitless. It's unlimited. And that I'm limited by my thoughts. And I'm limited by what I tell myself. My life is what I say it is. This is what this taught me. And this taught me the power of visualization, positive self-talk, and positive self-affirmation. Because I told y'all, leading up to that Sunday, every day, all day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I visually saw myself bringing down that 315, putting it up, bringing it back down, I saw myself hitting it. And I started to tell myself, that's 325, Sean. And every time I saw Mr. throughout that week, said, nigga, I got mine. Do you got yours? And that taught me the power of your thoughts. And the competition. Because had I missed that shit, I never would have heard the end of it, man. I left Morgantown in January 2016. This probably was like in October. I never would have heard the end of it, man. I never would have heard. Them niggas would have been on me. Nigga, you missed that. That shit choked you out. Nigga, you gonna have to go to health service. Your arm almost fell off. I never would have heard the end of it, but it didn't get to that point. And that was a big motivation. I said, Sean, you can't go out here and miss this shit. You can't go out here and not do this. Number one, you got to show up, which I knew I was going to do that. But number two, you got to perform at 1 o'clock on Sunday. And you can't not do it. You can't fail. You can't fucking fail. This is the conversation I was having with myself all week. In spite of the negative input that was trying to get inserted into my dome by external people who wanted to see me fail or who just was cool with me, but, you know, just fucking with me. Sean, you ready? Some of my niggas I fuck with, like my nigga out of Detroit. Sean, you ready? You got it? You got it? But it didn't matter if they were saying things, positive things for me to do it or negative things for me not to do it. They couldn't help me and they couldn't hurt me unless I let them get in my brain. And if y'all look at my YouTube channel, you look at my videos, you look at my work ethic, you look at how much I post, what I'm doing, you see that same competitive spirit. You see it. You see it. You know, even in this calisthenics community, in this New York City metropolitan area, there's a lot of competition between the different YouTubers and different parks and boroughs and all of that, crews, you know. But without a doubt, and you can't count subscriber numbers or views or none of that. I mean, that can be one metric that you can use to measure who's better, who's not, but you can't really at this point because some people's pages are shadow banned, mine being one. Some people have joined up with other corporations to help push their platforms forward. They don't own their content anymore. You know, I own all of my content. My channel is mine. All of my channels. But I compete with my videos, with my channel. I deliberately make my channel different from everybody else. You know, and I know my channel is the best, without a doubt. But, you know, when you competing or you going for something, you going for a dream, you going for a vision, you on your own, man. You on your own. And it's what you tell yourself is what it's going to be. If you tell yourself it ain't going to work, it ain't going to work, man. If you tell yourself, man, I got it, then it's going to work. You know, and you gotta see yourself winning before you win. You gotta visualize yourself achieving that goal before you achieve it. You have to. You have to see it. You know, and then there's the, you know, that's the mental and the spiritual preparation. And then the physical preparation is actually getting up and doing it and making the necessary moves in order to make that shit happen. You know, this is very important, man. This is very important. You know, this was a real story that really happened in my life. People can vouch for it. And like I say, when I got released from prison, I knew that I knew I was going to make a comeback because I had experienced instances in situations like the one I just told you about. You know, and I know the formula. The formula is to see it first. If you can see it in your mind, it's over. You got it. The physical manifestation is just a matter of time. You take that vision in your mind, you match it up with your heart, and the physical manifestation is going to come. I don't care what it is. And these are the powers that we have as humans that we were never made aware of, never trained in. You know, the ancients were well aware of these types of powers of man. And they knew these different chambers of the mind and how to exercise different degrees and different frequencies in the mind in order to bring about the reality that you wanted, you know, using their minds to create storms and weather and things like that, man. Way above what level we're on. We're at such a low level nowadays that people give up and quit before they even get started. They only want to do it if it's given to them or if it's 85% complete. But the majority of people starting something from scratch and seeing it all the way through and nurturing it and growing it, a lot of people don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. You know, they want a significant amount of it to be done, or if somebody to just do it for them. They want maximum reward with minimal effort. You know? So that's my story, man. Sean G, man. I'm gonna do some writing on my book, man. I'm almost done with volume 3 of Astigmatism in My Soul. Y'all be on the lookout for that. That'll be here soon on my website. I gotta ship my books over to my man in Germany, my man Marius, over in Palatinate, Germany, man. Rhineland. I see you. And just give a shout, man. Alexis, shout out to Alexis, man. Alexis, thank you for the donation on the Cash App. I see you, man. Shout out to my man Alexis from Patterson. Gary, Indiana in the building. I see you. Subscribe to my Patreon channel, man. If you want me to speak on a topic, Alexis, thank you, man, for the donation. Money bags. If you want me to touch on a topic that you want me to deal with, subscribe to the Patreon channel, get the yearly joint, or go buy some merch from my website, man, and I'll email me whatever topic you want me to talk about, and I'll take care of you, man. To the best of my ability, man. To the best of my ability. I appreciate everybody that has subscribed to the Patreon channel, man. We had 120 subscribers. Thank you. We're gonna have that on 130, man, by the end of this week. We're gonna continue to grow it. A lot of the content that I normally will put on the YouTube channel, I'm putting over on my Patreon. So make sure you check that out. I'm doing daily uploads over there, whether it's writings or videos. You can get it over there on my Patreon channel, man. But shout out to everybody, man. I appreciate all of y'all. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. Do me a favor, man. Share the link. And I'll see y'all on the next go round. Sean G. Peace.